Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood. You are watching The Political Vigilante. You're making Gotham great again. Elizabeth Warren, her and Bernie are both the progressive wing of the party. Ooh, she is a fake progressive. What? She's supporting Trump again. Elizabeth Warren's support for Trump trade deal chafes climate allies. This just came out. In split with progressive rival Bernie Sanders, Massachusetts senator pledged her vote for a reworked NAFTA pact. Boy, the Democrats, if they keep resisting Trump, boy, he's going to have nowhere to run. I mean, they've resisted him so hard, they increased his war budget. They've resisted him so hard, they extended the Patriot Act. They resisted him so hard, they gave him his border wall. Man, have all this resistance. Yeah, how is he going to be able to handle it? Everyone's saying with NAFTA's awful, NAFTA's awful, NAFTA's awful. You know, Bill Clinton helped NAFTA. He made NAFTA. That's Bill Clinton. Anyway, don't say that. He did NAFTA, put a bunch of black people behind bars, and he rode on Epstein's plane 26 times. But other than that, Bill Clinton was great. Just fantastic. I mean, he repealed Glass-Steagall, which was like FDR-era banking regulation that helped repealing helped the 2008 financial crash happen. But Bill's our guy. We really need trade negotiations going forward that make sure anyone who wants access to our markets is actually helping us in the fight against climate change. She's telling you the free markets are going to fix climate change. Oh boy, what that really is, and she's very skilled at this, is winking at the corporate world. She gets money from at least 6 or 7 billionaires. Pete Buttigieg gets 39. Biden, I think, is 44 billion. 44 billionaires, right? So she's still got 6 billionaires funding it. That's how she, I'm not for unilateral disarmament, which means she's going to take corporate money in the general election if she gets the nomination. So this is the bold leadership. Sorry, there's a cable on my foot. This is the bold leadership of incremental centrism. Blah, blah, blah. She thinks the markets, the free markets, are going to help with climate change. Oh, the new pact doesn't even mention climate change. And the final version includes provisions that make it cheaper to export Canadian tar sands oil. It gives corporations more power to undercut Mexico's environmental policies and allow foreign companies to challenge proposed regulations in the U.S. or request the repeal of existing rules. Oh, wow. Way to go, Liz. Way to resist. Thank you so much. I've said this before. The ruling class uses the Second Amendment and the Bible and family values to get, conservative voters to vote against their own interests. That's how they get conservative people to vote for politicians that don't give a shit about the working class. And they use identity politics. Oh, female president. We need a woman in the White House. I'd love to see a female in the White House, provided she's a progressive. I mean, I'm sorry, if I have to choose. I mean, like Gina Haspel, the head of the CIA, flew around to watch people get tortured. Okay, first female head of the CIA, awesome. Like, Liz Warren was a Republican until she was 47 years old. I've said this before. I'm 50. 3 years ago, I wasn't a Republican. Like, just co-sign. She just co-signed another thing for Trump. Here's what the Sunrise Movement had to say about it. It's disappointing to see Senator Warren backing Trump's, this is the name of the NAFTA 2.0 trade deal. It helps fossil fuel billionaires and corporations at the expense of working people of the planet. That's not the kind of Green New Deal we need. We hope she changes her mind. Well, let me tell you something, Sunrise Movement. Come at her with some teeth. Don't be nice to her because she just sold you out. This is the problem with the left progressives. They just buckle, man. The Tea Party doesn't stand for this kind of crap when they don't get their way. They say, we're going to walk. The Tea Party goes, we're out of here. We're going to walk. We're taking all of our votes and all of us with us. The Tea Party threatened to start their own party. And the Republicans got scared and said, okay, we're going to help you out. Hey, Sunrise Movement, call her for the sellout billion that she is. Don't say disappointing. Call her a sellout. And then why don't you endorse Bernie, because he's the only one with a real Green New Deal. She wants to green up the military. This is what she's going to do as president. This is the tweet by the Sunrise Movement that someone, Stephen O'Hanahan or whatever, O'Hanlon of the Sunrise Movement, said the trade deal is a huge win for fossil fuel billionaires and the multinational corporations. It undermines the commitments to the Green New Deal. You honestly think Liz Warren? This is what incremental neoliberal centrism does. It has nothing to do with gender. It has nothing to do with that. Look at her career. She was a Republican. She gave this speech at the Federalist Society. She voted to give Trump $80 billion for his war machine in October of 2017. She just did that. This is what her response. Look, this is not a great arrangement. It is better. It's an improvement over where NAFTA stands right now, Warren said in Meet the Press on Sunday. That's how she'll be president. It's not great. She signed off on a thing that she said isn't great, but it is better. Incremental centrism is not going to fix climate collapse. The Australian wildfires are out of control. There was wildfires, massive ones, in Siberia, in the Amazon, and in Australia, all in 2019. We had fires here in California, but 2018 was the worst year we've had. So just within the last year, we've had the worst. 4 continents have had the worst fires. That's not great. This is it. Boy, thank God she wasn't around for like the women's suffrage movement. Look, it's not great. We didn't get the right to vote, but it's an improvement. We get to talk about maybe getting to vote. Boy. Look, we didn't end Jim Crow laws in the South in the 60s, but, we just got people talking. It's an improvement. Man, that's bold leadership. Thank God she wasn't in any position of authority during these critical moments where people stood up and said, we've had enough and we need to do something now. This is just such weak neoliberal incremental centrism. We need bold leadership. Did FDR say that? Look, the Great Depression it's here to stay. I don't have like a New Deal or anything for anybody. It's not great. It's an improvement deal. It's a little bit better. I'm going to make soup lines, a little shorter. So your wait time at the soup line isn't as long. That's Liz Warren's, if she would have been president when FDR was. Shorter lines in soup kitchens. Hey, slightly better tents for homeless people to live in. Oh, thanks. Wow. You just got shot with a shotgun? Here's a Band-Aid. I know it's not great, but it's an improvement. But let's not forget who she is. This is not the first time she supported Donald Trump.
We renew our resolve that America will never be a socialist country.
Clapping, Pelosi clapping. Liz Warren stands right there. These idiots are cheering. There she is standing. There she is standing. By the way, Bernie was sitting. That's what President Warren would do. Take money from billionaires, keep the free market and the capitalism that she so loves to stand. She just stood and clapped for Donald Trump, who she said the worst president ever. He's racist. He's awful. If he's all those things, you don't clap for him. Bernie didn't clap for him. They claim he's like Hitler, right? That's what they're saying. You know that famous photo of Nazi Germany, of everybody doing the Nazi salute, and there's one guy there with his arms folded? And we show that photo around today, 70, 80 years later. That's your history. This guy's so bad. He's so awful. You're going to stand, but you can't sit for me. You're going to stand and clap for capitalism. This will never be and then you listen to all these idiots, like they're at a sporting event. Because the majority of the people in here benefit from toxic capitalism. They all have benefited from the billionaire ruling class. They're all puppets of the billionaire ruling class. So you better bet your sweet ass you better stand when the head pimp says we're all capitalist. That's bold leadership. That's the corporate Democratic Party. And I want to point this out because they keep trying to link Warren and Bernie together. The worst thing Bernie could do is pick her as his VP. Because she will just do crap like this. This is what the party wants. If they can't stop Bernie from getting the nomination, then they're going to try to saddle him with the worst corporate Democrat possible. And the media will go, I don't know, is Liz Warren too left, too progressive? That's fake. It's a fake thing to try to get you to think, oh, Bernie's too old. Liz Warren is the face that, like, she's in her 70s too. But her age, her gender are irrelevant. It's this. She just voted for a thing that benefits billionaires and corporations, have less regulation so they can make profits while polluting the earth. It will do nothing to prevent climate collapse, which will end life on planet Earth. But at least she stood and clapped for a racist cokehead. He's a rich kid. They're all rich kids. Thanks for watching the show, everybody. This is where you get the truth. You don't get it anywhere else. You don't get it on the corporate media. Boeing and Raytheon and ExxonMobil, Shell Oil, they don't support this show. I can only do this show because of you. You're the reason we went from 12,000 subscribers in January a year ago to 58,000. We added 46,000 subscribers in 2019. That's all because of you. So like, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Even if you've done it before, they're unsubscribing people. Watch the ads all the way through. When you click skip ad, I don't get paid. And please support me at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. And then come see Ron Placone and I on the road, Progressive Comedy Tour. January 25th, we're in Valencia. February 8th, we're in Tucson. February 29th, we are in San Francisco. March, we are in Orlando and Miami. We're about to add Tampa. April, we're in Seattle and Portland. All the tour dates, my social media, all of that at GrahamElwood.com. Thanks for watching.